Okay.
How comforting is it as a coach to know that you have a system, you have a way of doing things, and no matter who's in there, if guys do things the right way, things can still wind up going the right way?
Well, you have to credit, the young guys in that locker room. They've been putting in a tremendous amount of work, and what they have are those intangibles that you can't really, put an analytic to. They have the perseverance, they have the grit, they have the toughness, competitiveness, and they wanted, the challenge of playing against some great players and a great team. So it was gratifying to see them, regardless of what happened at the end. It's preseason, but, they've had an opportunity to compete, where it's not just practice time. And it was good to see a bunch of them, contribute to the win.
Duncan hasn't got as many chances, but why does it say that when he gets his chance, he can still show that, hey, there's some vintage Duncan?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. I mean, so much of this league is about context and, timing and opportunity and flow and continuity with the team. But Duncan, always has been and will continue to be one of the most ignitable shooters in the league. And that's what he showed tonight. I mean, the degree of difficulty on a lot of those threes, to the average fan, you might not notice it, but coming off full speed, everybody trying to get him off that three-point line, heavily contested, but he has a high release. He's able to get it off against, most good defenders. He's in constant movement. And any time you relax, he makes you pay for it. But he's also really improved in other aspects of his game. I think defensively he's really worked at his, containment and footwork, his rebounding, and then his ability offensively to put the ball on the floor a little bit, just enough to keep defenses honest when they try to get him off the three-point line.
He's not a veteran, but Hayward was sort of the solidifying veteran presence
Yeah.
in that closing unit. What does that say about his growth from being a 10-day player to coming in to all of a sudden he's stabilizing the close of any game?
Yeah. I don't view him as a young player, and I understand he doesn't have an extensive NBA experience, but he's played, some very good basketball in the G League, and he's had to grind and earn everything and every opportunity that he's been given, and he just continues to get better each year. He's also contributed on some very good winning teams in the G League, and he's been one of those glue guys for those teams, and that's one of the things that appealed to us about him is the fact that he makes winning plays. He contributes to winning. It doesn't necessarily always show up in the conventional box score, but he defends. He's has a knack for the ball. He's very good in a system. And he's been working with his player development, since he's been with us, and it was good to see him make some big defensive plays and then also make those big threes, to give us a little bit of cushion.
Jamal has the it factor, doesn't he?
It makes you watch him. Yeah, there's no doubt about it. He makes you watch him. And he was a little bit fatigued tonight. I think this is great for young players to be able to experience a back-to-back. That's one of the things I like about doing a back-to-back in the preseason. It gets everybody kind of accustomed to the routine and getting in late at night and figuring out how your body's going to react the next day. So even though he probably didn't have his normal physical juice, he just has a way, because of his just the way he's wired. He's going to make multiple efforts. He's going to use his athleticism out there. And that's what he did tonight. I mean, he was pretty much guarding 1 through 5, at some point defensively. And he has those kind of in-between plays offensively. Just those swing momentum plays, whether it's a lob dunk or a big three or a fast break, things of that nature.
And then lastly, the youthful innocence from Nikola. That last set when he got the ball to Hayward for the free throws, determining where to get it, and he sort of turned to you and you sort of laughed, and you almost had that look of like realizing that's a 19-year-old kid over there. Is there still sort of part of you that I don't know, maybe feels paternal or whatever when you realize how young he is and what he's doing?
Yeah, it's fun. Like I said, we haven't had one of these kind of projects before, so I think it's just exciting for all of us. He has a really genuine spirit about him that has won everybody over in the locker room. When you're around him, he's he knows how to work, but he also knows how to laugh. He knows how to not take himself seriously, and he's obviously a highly regarded young prospect coming out of Europe. But he has a humility about him. He just has a good way. I think his personality, that would be tough to teach, but he has a way of just of kind of earning everybody's respect. All right.